Okay, so I'm starting this really early. It's March 6th, so it's not St. Patrick's Day yet. But who cares? I'm just gonna do it anyway. St. Patrick's Day in Argentina is a celebration that includes a parade, traditional food, live music, and an open air festival. The festivities take place in Buenos Aires, which has one of the largest Irish communities in the world. The parade starts with representatives of Irish groups marching to a stage. The Argentine Army and Buenos Aires Tartan Army also participate. Visitors are encouraged to wear green. Traditional Irish dishes like Irish stew, clocanon, foxy, and coddle are served. The dishes are made in the Argentine style. Traditional folk dances, music, and pipes are performed. Irish and Argentine musicians perform together. The festival includes dozens of stalls selling traditional Irish products, crafts, and food. The festivities take place in the city center, including in the downtown street of Reconquista. The celebration is co-hosted by the Argentina Island Association. The bars in Buenos Aires also play an important role in the festivities. St. Patrick's Day in Australia is celebrated with parades, festivals, and community events in major cities. People wear green and Irish or leprechaun costumes. Parades are held in cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Festivals are held in cities like Sydney. Community events include Irish music, dance, and displays of the Irish flag. And St. Patrick's Day is celebrated at Irish pubs across the country. In Vienna, Austria, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated with a parade that combines Irish and Austrian traditions. The parade usually takes place on the Saturday closest to March 17th. Let's go to calendar. So it's on the 15th this year. If they do it on Saturday. The Bahamas celebrate St. Patrick's Day with a variety of festivities, including parades, parties, and pub events. Pompey Square, the Ministry of Tourism and Aviation hosts a St. Patrick's Day celebration with Bahamian entertainment, green decorations, and full-leaf clovers. Marching bands, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Royal Bahamas Defense Force, Aquinas College, and Correctional Facilities marching bands participate in the parade. Sharky's Nazar, Irish stew, and Guinness beer buckets are served. Lever Yacht Club. Corned beef and cabbage dinner specials and green cocktails are served. Valentine's Resort in Marina. or Marina. Live music, drink specials, and green beer are served. Sea Spray Resort and Marina. Green food, green drinks, and green party favors are served. The crew pub holds beer pong tournament. Pete's Pub and Gallery served smoked wild boar, corned beef, and smoked chicken. Green Parrot served Green Sands Draught beer. And St. Patrick's Day celebration is held at Shenanigans Irish Pub. Belgium celebrates St. Patrick's Day with parades, green decorations, and dressing the mannequin piss statue in an Irish sweater. I might have mispronounced that. Sorry. The city of Brussels lights up buildings and attractions in green, including the City Hall, the Smurf statue, and the Tower of St. James. The provincial government building in Antwerp is also decorated in green. The popular statue of a young boy in Brussels city centre was a traditional Irish cable knit sweater on St. Patrick's Day. The Embassy of Ireland in Belgium hosts an annual reception, and Belgium is known for its big St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Belize celebrates St. Patrick's Day with parades, green attire, and drinking. People celebrate with parades, which are a traditional part of St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Many people wear green or shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day. People drink alcohol, especially Irish whiskey, beer, or cider. The Sarajevo Irish Festival is a celebration of St. Patrick's Day in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The festival includes a parade, Irish theater, films, and concerts. Sarajevo Irish Festival is a 3-day festival that includes a parade, Irish theater, films, and concerts, food and drink. Irish food and drinks such as corned beef and cabbage, Irish soda bread, and Guinness. Music and dancing, Irish folk music and dancing, Irish culture, Irish theater, films, and concerts. Brazilians celebrate St. Patrick's Day by wearing green, eating Irish food, drinking green beer, and participating in parties and parades. The holiday has become so popular that the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro is lit green on St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Irish pubs in Rio de Janeiro serve green beer, food, and live music. Crowds gather in pubs to sing Irish songs, play trivia, and celebrate. People participate in parades to celebrate Irish heritage and culture. Bulgaria celebrates St. Patrick's Day with literary events, exhibitions, and lighting up noble buildings in green. The Embassy of Ireland in Bulgaria hosts events to celebrate Irish culture, including exhibitions and readings. Landmark buildings like the National Library, Opera and Ballet House, and Zaravet's Fortress are lit up in green. St. Patrick's Day traditions in Canada include parades, festivals, wearing green, and eating Irish food. The first St. Patrick's Day parade in Canada was held in Montreal in 1824. Montreal's parade is the longest running in Canada. Toronto has a colorful parade with floats, marching bands, clowns, and dancers. People wear green clothing, accessories, or shamrocks. Some people pinch people who aren't wearing green. People eat corned beef and cabbage, bacon, and drink green beer. And people display Irish symbols like the shamrock. Okay, St. Patrick's Day in Chile is celebrated by Irish Chileans and expats, primarily through parties at Irish-themed pubs. Irish-themed pubs like the Shamrock in Santiago host parties. Some of the first Irish to arrive in Chile may have been part of a group of Irish soldiers called the Walkies. These soldiers served in Catholic countries and were part of the Spanish entourage that colonized Chile in the 1500s. Okay, so luckily for vocab, I don't have to worry about doing this at a later date. So, why we celebrate it? St. Patrick's Day is a cultural and religious holiday held annually on March 17th, the day the patron saint of Ireland died. St. Patrick's Day started as a minor religious holiday in 1631. It slowly evolved into a secular holiday in the 1700s when Irish immigrants in the U.S. held some of the first St. Patrick's parades. It wasn't until the late 20th century that the celebrations really kicked off. Did you know that in the U.S., millions of Americans of Irish ancestry celebrate their identity and history by enjoying St. Patrick's Day parades? Anyway, St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland, and every year on the 17th of March, Irish people all over the world have a huge celebration in his honor. Here's how to say Ireland in Chinese. Oops, I don't have the sound on.
Ireland.
Shamrock in Chinese is leprechaun is I know it says it differently. And now, useful vocabulary. a pot of gold.
一罐金子，
Bagpipe.
风笛，
Green.
绿色的，
Full-leaf clover.
四叶草，
Rainbow.
彩虹，
Meat.
肉，
Parades in China are typically organized by the Irish Embassy and local expats. It's a day of celebration. So, yeah. Croatian cities celebrate St. Patrick's Day by greening landmarks such as fountains, castles, and squares. Cities that participate: Zagreb, Rijeka, Pula, Split, Zadar, Hvor, Dubrovnik, Varazdin, Oriovac, and Karlovac. I probably mispronounced some of the names, sorry. Cuba celebrates St. Patrick's Day with parades, cultural exchanges, and children's workshops. The Havana San Patricio Parade is a cultural exchange and social experiment. The parade celebrates the Irish culture and its connection to Cuba. The Center for the Interpretation of Cuba Europe Cultural Relations hosts activities to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. These activities include workshops and games to teach children about Irish culture and history. The children's workshop, Discovering Green Erin, teaches children about Irish culture and history. The workshop also includes traditional dances from Ireland, such as river dance. In Cyprus, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated on Green Monday, with kite flying and gatherings in parks. Green Monday, families gather in parks, the countryside, or along the coast. Kite flying, a signature tradition of the day, eagerly anticipated by children and adults. Meals, families share meals of olives, hummus, vegetables, beans, and lagana, a special unleavened bread baked only for this occasion. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in the Czech Republic with parades, festivals, and pub crawls. They have a thing called Green Thursday. So yeah. St. Patrick's Day Parade, an annual parade led by St. Patrick, accompanied by kids' crafts. St. Patrick's Tour, a walking tour with stops at places in the city, plus an Irish parade with bagpipers and drummers. St. Patrick's Festival Prague, a week-long festival that includes live music, karaoke, and an Irish pub quiz. St. Patrick's Day Gala Dinner, an annual charity gala dinner with music and dancing. The Copenhagen St. Patrick's Day Parade is a festive celebration that includes a parade, Irish music, and dance and face painting. I'm not going to go through the parade routes. Other activities: Irish coffee, hot chocolate, and Irish beer, face painting for children, Irish music and dance show, Irish fountains, and pop-up Gaeltacht Copenhagen. Estonian traditions for St. Patrick's Day include lighting up famous buildings green and attending a mixer. Examples of buildings that have been lit green include the Tallinn TV Tower, the Skywheel of Tallinn, and Freedom Square. The American Chamber of Commerce in Estonia hosts a traditional St. Patrick's Day mixer. The mixer has included Irish dance performances and gift presentations. The mixer has been held at the Alibet Bar and Grill, which is part of the Olympic Entertainment Group. St. Patrick's Day in Ethiopia is celebrated with a charity ball and by greening a national monument. It's a day to recognize Ethiopia's long-standing ties to Ireland. The St. Patrick's Day Charity Ball is a gathering that brings together the Irish community, Ethiopian government officials, and supporters of the Irish government's International Development Cooperation Program, greening the Lion Monument. An annual initiative that greens an iconic monument that is part of Ethiopia's cultural heritage. St. Patrick's Day in Fiji is celebrated with Irish-themed events including parades, dancing, and Irish food. The Shangri-La Yanuka Island in Fiji has hosted St. Patrick's Day celebrations with a beach, beats, and eats event. The Columban Central House in Suva has hosted St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Irish flute music is played at celebrations. Irish staples like Irish stew and Irish steak are served. Green burgers, green drinks, and green desserts are served. Magners Irish cider has been served at celebrations. Creative decorations are used to commemorate the day. Green clothing, accessories, and food are worn and served. St. Urho's Day is a Finnish American holiday celebrated on March 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day. The holiday honors St. Urho, a fictional Finnish saint who is said to have saved Finland from a grasshopper plague. Many celebrations include a parade. Pageants are a common feature of St. Urho's Day celebrations. Finnish fish soup is often eaten on St. Urho's Day. Concerts and other musical performances are common. People wear traditional Finnish costumes or green and purple clothing. People toast St. Urho with their favorite beverage. The holiday originated in Minnesota in the 1950s. It was created as a way for Finnish Americans to celebrate their heritage and have a pre-party to St. Patrick's Day. Other activities include bar stool races, snow sculptures, and face painting. St. Patrick's Day in France is celebrated with parades, dancing, drinking, and wearing green. The Irish Cultural Centre in Paris hosts events, and Irish pubs are popular spots. Parades are held in Paris, including one that starts at the Irish Cultural Centre. Traditional Irish music concerts are held at the Irish Cultural Centre. Irish pubs in Paris, such as the Green Goose, Corcoran's, and Les Galleries, are popular. The Eiffel Tower and other monuments are lit up in green. Street theater, circus performances, and dance are common. Irish food is served at pubs and other events. St. Patrick's Day in France is a more intimate celebration than in the United States, focusing on embracing Irish culture and friendship. While not traditionally celebrated in France, St. Patrick's Day has become more popular in recent years, especially in larger cities. St. Patrick's Day in Germany is celebrated with parades, music, and green decorations. The largest St. Patrick's Day celebrations in mainland Europe take place in Munich. The parade includes over 50 groups and thousands of spectators. The Irish Embassy, Berliner Funkturm, and many pubs participate in the festivities. Many pubs and bars host live Irish music and serve traditional Irish drinks. Irish films are screened at festivals such as the Shebeen Film Festival in Berlin. The Olympic Tower, City Hall, and Allianz Arena are lit up in green. Many landmarks around the world, including the Allianz Arena in Munich, participate in the Global Greening Initiative. Cities with larger Irish communities, such as Frankfurt, also celebrate St. Patrick's Day. In some years, Munich has canceled its parade and instead moved celebrations online. St. Patrick's Day in Hungary is celebrated with a week-long Irish festival, a parade, a gala dinner, and other events. The festivities celebrate the close ties between Ireland and Hungary. St. Patrick's Day Parade, a lively procession through the city that includes Irish music and dancing. St. Patrick's Gala Dinner, a black tie event held at the Marriott Hotel on the Danube. Irish Festival, a week-long celebration that includes traditional Irish dance performances, music concerts, and pub crawls. Indians celebrate St. Patrick's Day by decorating the Gateway of India in Mumbai with green lights, attending Irish pubs, and enjoying the holidays festivities. I'm skipping Ireland because the many festivities that most countries hold is the same in Ireland, so yeah. St. Patrick's Day in Italy is a celebration of Irish culture that blends Italian hospitality and traditions. It's marked by parades, festivals, and Irish food and drink. Many cities celebrate with parades. Some cities host festivals with parties, concerts, games, and Irish dancing. Some cities have Irish pubs that serve Guinness and other Irish drinks. Major cities light up landmarks in green. Some cities celebrate with traditional Irish food like shepherd's pie, lamb stew, and colcannon. Some cities celebrate with Irish beer and whiskey. Some Italians celebrate with green desserts like pistachio gelato, mint cannoli, or matcha tiramisu. Some cities celebrate with Celtic dancing. Some Italians play tarantella music. Some cities host black tie balls with dinner, drinks, live music, and dancing. Some cities host Irish film festivals with movies, shorts, and talks with actors and directors. St. Patrick's Day in Japan is celebrated with parades, festivals, and wearing green. The festivities blend Irish and Japanese traditions, creating a unique celebration. Tokyo St. Patrick's Day Parade, the largest Irish event in Japan held in mid-March. The parade features marching bands, dancers, and people dressed in green. Ice St. Patrick's Day Parade, a parade that starts at the Ice Shrine, which honors the Shinto sun goddess Amaterasu. The parade includes Irish dancing, bagpipes, and leprechaun costumes. Green Island Festival, held in Yoyogi Park. This festival features Irish music, dance, sports, food, and drink. Emerald Ball Tokyo, an annual event organized by the Island Funds. Many buildings and landmarks are lit up in green. Bars and restaurants serve special menus. People wear green clothing and accessories. GAA clubs promote Irish culture through Gaelic games like football, hurling, and handball. The Irish Network Japan organizes the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Tokyo. The Embassy of Ireland also supports the event. Surprisingly, North Korea celebrates St. Patrick's Day. North Korea celebrates St. Patrick's Day with a pub crawl, traditional Irish dancing, and visits to Pyongyang attractions. Pub crawl, a tour of Pyongyang's pubs, microbreweries, and tea houses. Traditional Irish dancing, step and set dancing performances. Paddy's in the Plaza, a family-friendly event with costume competitions, face painting, and live music. Paddy's Pub Parade, a parade that runs late through the Itaewon and Hyebyangjeon area. Traditional Irish folk tunes, a rock/punk twist on traditional Irish folk tunes. Visits to Pyongyang attractions including the Mausoleum, the Korean War Museum, and Kim Il-sung Square. A visit to the DMZ with a Korean People's Army officer as a guide. I'm skipping this one and just going to key points. Irish Association of Korea, the primary organizer of St. Patrick's Day events in South Korea. Itaewon District, a popular location for St. Patrick's Day festivities with many Irish pubs hosting events. Live music and dancing. Performance of traditional Irish music and dance are a key part of the celebrations. Pub crawls and after parties. Many venues participate in pub crawls and post-event celebrations. Costume competitions. People often dress up in green or Irish-themed attire to participate in costume contests. Latvia celebrates St. Patrick's Day by lighting up landmarks green and hosting events with Irish food and music. The National Theatre, National Art Gallery, and National Library in Riga turn green on St. Patrick's Day. The Irish community in Latvia hosts events with Irish food, music, and games. In 2021, Riga hosted a Bloomsday Conference and Ramble to commemorate James Joyce and his writings. St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Liberia have included Irish dancing and music. In 2024, a local dance school performed Irish dancing at a St. Patrick's Day party in Monrovia, Liberia. President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr. of Liberia sent a message of congratulations to the people and government of Ireland on St. Patrick's Day. Boakai said that Liberia and Ireland share a commitment to human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. St. Patrick's Day in Malaysia is celebrated with a ball parties and Guinness. The St. Patrick's Society of Selangor in Lumpur hosts an annual ball. The society was founded in 1925 by Irish people and their descendants living in Malaysia. Heineken, a beer brand, hosts parties in major cities in Malaysia. The Friendliest Fridge campaign encourages people to bond over Guinness at local bars. St. Patrick's Day in Malta is a celebration of Irish culture that includes drinking, dancing, and wearing green. The main festivities take place in St. Julian's, with other celebrations in Floriana and other locations. St. Julian's. The main celebrations take place in the Tigulio complex at Spinola Bay, where people drink, dance, and listen to Irish music. Bars and nightclubs. Bars and nightclubs in the area host organized events. Church of St. Barbara. The Irish Maltese Circle organizes a Holy Mass at the Church of St. Barbara in Valletta. Wear green. Wearing green is a tradition that helps people identify with the celebrations and start conversations. Drink stout. Stout is considered to capture the spirit of the day. Eat Maltese food. Maltese pastéis pair well with Irish stout. The first St. Patrick's Day celebration in Malta were held in the early 20th century by soldiers of the Royal Dublin Fusiliers. The Irish diaspora in Malta continues to celebrate the feast annually. In Mexico, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated to honor the Irish soldiers who fought in the Mexican-American War. This day is known as El Dia de San Patricio. A parade with Celtic music is held in Coyoacán. Bagpipe bands play traditional Irish and Mexican music. Ceremonies are held at the Irish Embassy in Mexico City and at the Ex Convento de Churubusco. Irish bars in Mexico City and Guadalajara offer live music, decorations, Guinness, and food. The San Patricios of Batalón de San Patricio were a small regiment of mostly Irish soldiers who fought in the Mexican-American War. They are seen as heroes in Mexico. The street in front of the Santa Maria de Churubusco convent is named Martires Irlandeses, the Irish Martyrs. The Wall of Honor in Mexico's Chamber of Deputies has an inscription honoring the San Patricios. The Banda de Gaitas del Batalón de San Patricio is the only bagpipe band in Mexico. The San Patricios fought in the Battle of Buena Vista and Battle of Churubusco in 18